Hey Grokkites, today we're going to grok shame. Shame is defined as a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. I recently experienced what possibly might have been the most shameful experience of my life. My friend, comedian Eliza Schlesinger, whom I love and respect and admire, asked me to do this comedy improv show with her. I had been wanting to do a YouTube video with Eliza anyway, and I figured I know nothing about stand-up. This might be a really great opportunity to do a video where she teaches me how to do stand-up. Now, I should say I have a terrible history trying to do improv. Freezing on stage, starting to cry, truly hating myself after. But this particular show had a different kind of format, and I thought I would give it a try. Basically, you go on stage and they flash behind you words, phrases, and you have to make up jokes about them as if it's part of your set. Sounds interestingly not simple enough, but I figured, let's give it a try. Basically, it all started going to hell very quickly. Eliza was coming from another gig. She didn't actually show up before I even went on stage, which sort of defeated the whole purpose of her giving me this magical pep talk, which was going to give me the confidence to do well on stage.
Where's Eliza? She was supposed to meet me before.
She'll be here.
She'll be here cheering me on.
Not blaming, just explaining. I love you, Eliza. Don't change. Love you. As it got closer and closer to the time that I was supposed to go on stage, I started getting progressively more and more anxious.
How are you feeling right now?
Really nervous.
Why?
Because the people are laughing, they're not gonna laugh at me.
From backstage, I watched some of the other comics on stage, and I was amazed how difficult this actually was and how amazingly they were doing, with the consistent awareness that I was not going to do that amazingly. I was legitimately terrified, and I wanted to back out. It actually occurred to me that I should back out. But there was a camera on me, my name had already been announced, there was really no turning back. The audience was small, like maybe 40 people, but it really didn't matter. I was able to make a few sort of funny jokes in between the clues that I was given, kind of to kill time. That actually went okay, sort of. Take a look, you be the judge.
I literally said to Troy, I may get up here and have nothing to say for each of them. It might be a very short set. Let's try again. Literally my first time doing anything like this. I'm not even kidding, I have nothing to say. I don't know what that means.
Basically what happened was after the second clue was posted and I had no idea what to say, I got that feeling where you want to cry and you can't because you're not supposed to, because you're supposed to be making jokes and being funny on a stage, and I just shoved it down. I tried. Just kept shoving it down, blinked back the tears. Yeah. I did a pathetic thing you're not supposed to do, which is I motioned and shouted to the director behind the glass, which is backstage, like, let's try another one. Give me a different clue. Maybe something different. I don't think you were supposed to do that, but I went ahead and did it anyway, because it's literally the only words that could come out of my mouth was make this stop and make something else happen that maybe won't be this painful and shameful. After the director posted subsequent phrases behind me, which I had nothing to comment about, I finally made the internal split-second decision that it would be best for me to leave the stage.
No, I'm gonna say thank you and good night. That's all I got. Eliza will be up next.
So I'm sure you're wondering, what happens after Mayim Bialik leaves the stage about to cry? Well, she starts crying. She cries really hard and starts hyperventilating pretty quickly, like snot coming out of my nose, like like that. Here are the things I learned. Number one, no one knows me better than me. When I said I was nervous before I went on and nobody believed me, that wasn't me being like falsely humble, like I'm gonna do poorly. It was literally like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Like that's what, and I knew I couldn't do it. And all those people who were like, you're gonna do great, you're so awesome, you're so funny, you're gonna do great. Those people have no bleeping clue about me. I know me. I know me. Number two, being funny in real life and being funny doing improv, two totally separate things. When I was backstage, several people offered me suggestions such as, just be yourself, or just let loose and be free. Just be free. Just let the comedy just come out of you. Let it just like wash, let it just flow out of you. You know what? Those people can take a long walk off a very, very short pier, because being funny in real life has nothing to do with being funny on a stage like that when you're doing improv. I sound angry because I am. Number three, sometimes nice people don't need to be nice. To all of the people who were so nice afterwards and were like really supportive and loving, and they were like, it wasn't that bad.
You're doing way better than you think.
That's a lot. Go back in there.
I'm not stupid. I know when things are bad. This was bad. Leaving a stage crying is pretty much never good. And I know that. So I don't need that niceness. No, thank you. Number 4, my mother was wrong. My mom raised me to believe I could do anything. Guess what? I can't. This is something I can't do, and that's okay. The shame that I experienced on that stage, the silence from the crowd, the blaring of my own heartbeat between my ears, the clenching of my teeth in my stupid mouth, the eyeliner so carefully applied 90 minutes before I ended up crying it off, all of that is part of my human experience. Shame makes you want to crawl into a hole and not come out. It makes you want to get into bed and have your sheets swallow you up. Shame makes you find creative ways to disappear. As I left the theater, I literally looked at a sewer and thought, maybe I should hide in there. I could just go in there. That's shame. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking you need to have 4 drinks. I knew that drinking would numb the pain of that shame, but I purposely did not numb the pain that night. I let people who love me hold me. I cried a little bit more. I let the world of sleep take me away. I woke up the next morning literally hoping it had been a bad dream. It wasn't, but night and sleep had made it a little bit less painful. The brain started working its magic, telling me, you don't need these shameful chemicals anymore. We can take this away. We can take this pain away. We got this. And bit by bit, it has been removed. Not entirely. Some days we just get to be ourselves and watch what unfolds. Shame reminds me that I am ultimately not in control of certain things. I can prepare, I can hope, I can dream, but sometimes walls are hit because of fear, because of lack of self-confidence, because of our personalities. I'm not an extrovert. And every stand-up, every improv actor has to be to some extent. I'm not resilient, even though I'm strong. I'm not good at everything, even though so many people want to believe that I am. As humans, we need shame to keep us humble, to keep us knowing where we are welcome, and to remind us how far from perfect we actually are. Did you like that one? I like that one. If you like that one, there's more where that came from. Subscribe and check out these links. Woohoo, videos.